Hello everyone, I'm at Pacific Beach, San Diego, and we're going to ask some questions regarding racial discrimination and black history. It's a lot of topics that we're going to discuss. The name of our project, the topic of our project right now is In Search of Justice. In Search of Justice. Hope you got that. This is for oral communication class. Afraz 140. Thank you. Excuse me? Hi. Can we make an interview? Yeah, we'll sit here. Robert, we're gonna ask you a couple of questions regarding discrimination, racial discrimination.
Oh, I don't discriminate, I hate everybody.
That's funny. So, to what extent do you think a tourist can observe racism in America while being on a 3-week vacation?
Honestly, it depends on the tourist. You know, maybe tourists from sometimes people from other countries. I think they're generally accepted here for the most part. Like, I don't think that a tourist would really experience too much racism themselves. I think it's a pretty accepting country. It is like the melting pot of the world.
Have you seen?
I grew up. I'm Mexican, but I grew up in a white neighborhood, and I didn't experience discrimination. But there's this thing called what do you call it? Stereotyping. Like, for instance, I'm from south of Mexico, and north of Mexico is more what immigrants are here. So it's very different from where I am. And I was always not perceived as being Mexican.
What were you perceived as being?
Anything other. Maybe I was Italian, maybe I was Greek, but I was never told, oh, I didn't know you were from Mexico, because it's a specific type of Mexican immigrant.
A 3-week vacation, depending on the tourists where they're from and depending on the wars that America is fighting for whatever reason. Maybe it's oil, maybe it's religion, maybe it's because of evil people. I won't say who they are, but I'm thinking it.
You can say it, that's fine. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Take your time.
Sorry.
No problem. Just tell us when you're ready.
They don't like me too much. I'm very outspoken, but if I'm on YouTube, maybe not so much. It seems like the Jews were basically used by Europeans because they were good at money. And back in the day, the Christian Europeans didn't like money, so they let the Jews deal with the Arabic world, who used to be pagan, before they were Muslim. And the Jews happened to acquire a lot of money, and of course money is power, and now people don't like the Jews because they got too much power.
We're going to find the truth about racism. That was goes. Well, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. 1, 2, and 3.
All right, we're here with Marjorie. Hi, Marjorie. How are you?
Hello, good. How are you?
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do you believe that black people received the apology they deserved after so many inequalities regarding how they were generally treated in past history?
I don't even know how you could apologize for something like that.
I don't know, to my knowledge, that there's even been an apology, really, you know what I mean? It's just...
Do you think there should be?
Yeah, from certain parties, for sure.
And how would this apology be? Like, what is it?
It's more important than even the apology would be change of action, It's like apologizing for what happened
Public
is
action,
nice,
right?
But like, say if you're talking racism within like the police force, it's like an apology isn't going to fix that. Only way to fix that would be to actually change it with action.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, of course, like, they've had apologies and everything, but that's some really rough things, so they've definitely received like apologies. I don't know if I would say enough apologies. I don't
Would you
know if
mention
they're...
any? Do you recall any?
Do I recall any? I mean, not personally. I'm sure people have apologized, but there's...
How would you imagine the future in 10 years from now if you were to assume that this racial phenomenon stayed the same? What we're in now, the phenomenon.
I think there's a lot of divide right now, and I think if it stays on that path, it's only gonna get worse.
Why do you think so?
I feel like the media, a lot of social media, stuff like that, it's separating people and it's like emphasizing these scenarios and pushing that like weird agenda where they kind of want to separate the masses of people.
We have one more question.
Yeah.
No, actually, that's it. Thank you.
That's good?
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
it. Thank you. Where are you from?
Where was I born? Or
What?
I grew up,
It's fine.
I grew up in San Diego, but I was born in Baghdad, Iraq.
Baghdad, Iraq. That's interesting. Yes. What do you think about Trump banning certain countries from entering the U.S.?
I don't think it was right what he did. He did ban Muslim countries, I believe, or some, Muslim people from entering the United States. Like you said, it was like 7 people.
Yeah.
I don't really know too much about why he did it, but for whatever reason it was, I don't think it was right for to ban an entire group of people from entering the United States, even though they're good people and stuff. So yeah, I don't think that was right to ban all Muslims and stuff. I don't think that was right. Yeah.
There's obviously advantages and disadvantages to that, but given the state of some other countries, at war, and there's a lot of people that are in trouble that need to seek asylum and a peaceful place to live, and I think everybody has the right to that. So Trump he could do a better job. I think our government can do a better job to give people an opportunity. I would say this is a place that should be, America should be, it's the land of opportunity, and it's a place, the right to life, liberty, and happiness. And I think that, a peaceful place to live is really important. So I think if we, as a country, have the opportunity to bring people in, I think that we should never turn them down, So
I appreciate your time. Thank you for being in my interview. We successfully interviewed people on the beach. We went from Pacific Beach to Mission Beach so we can gather different opinions. What I concluded from the interviews is that different people have different opinions. People might not look the nationality or race they are from. In our last interview we we observed a man who didn't really look from Afghanistan, who doesn't really look half Afghan. So you shouldn't really judge people based on how they look. And I really had fun with my cameraman doing these interviews. So hopefully we'll have another interview soon. Thank you for watching, and see you guys later.
Then you got artists like Miley Cyrus coming out, saying she has an album called Big Dick Music.
What's that about? Yeah.
Well, but that's a good question. Is like, why is it so important? Because like ancient Hindus, they freaking have orgasms without even touching each other.
Exactly.
Like say I don't know. I mean, I am assuming you're dark skinned. I'm not saying you might be Middle Eastern, but okay. So you imagine. Where's your?
No, that's racist.
People.